Hi guys, welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. 80 degrees in this room at 3 o'clock in the morning. Bloody ridiculous. Anyway, this one, it says, okay, let's try this again, no advice, no judgments, can you handle it? I don't know where the one before it is. Unless I've uploaded them out of sync, which probably. So we may find the one she did before this at some point, or we may not, but whatever. It's all good fun, isn't it? Shall we jump in? God, she cries over nothing, doesn't she? God, I bet she was a right whingy baby. Can you imagine? Oh, play. Stupid. Oh, here we go. Look at the face. She's so pissed off with people.
I'm gonna try again.
This is what she does to punish people. She just stares at the screen and says nothing, so that everyone will be like, oh, Laurie, I'm really sorry. Did I upset you?
Hi, Diane. Just getting all these texts. Like from like a robot. Like, okay, they just viewed your application. Hi, Lily. Hi, Sherry.
Yeah, they're for people who are really interested in getting a job and want to make sure that their application went through and know if they got it the other end what's happening, rather than sitting there wondering for the next week, did they get it? Do I need to send it again? You're never fucking happy. If they don't contact you, you're crying. If they do, you're fucking moaning.
Take it. Can't even think straight now. Just in a panic. I'm just in a panic because I didn't get the job at Sephora. I don't want any advice. I don't want people to tell me
I can't believe she honestly thought she stood any chance getting the job at Sephora. I'm far more intelligent than her, have lots of experience working on tills, would dress 100 times better than she did, and I have no hope of getting a job in Sephora. So what makes her think she would?
and everyone's going to get on at different times and keep asking me what's wrong.
So don't answer.
Which is normal, but I'm just not in the mood for it. I don't even know why I'm on. I guess
Exactly.
I don't have anyone to talk to.
I have no one to talk to. I need friends. The people in your chat are saying what your friends would say to you if you had any, and you can't take it. So don't go on live. Don't have friends. Don't ask opinions. Because you think you're always right. And if you're always right, you'd have got the fucking job, wouldn't you? But you didn't. If you were always right, you wouldn't be scrambling for a job. If you didn't leave everything to the last minute and think fucking so highly of yourself, you would have a job somewhere.
Hi, Dana. So I didn't get the job at Sephora. My paycheck from Scentsy was really low because my team,
Oh, blame someone else.
I sold an incredible amount last month, but my team and certain people on my team, one in particular, was $30 away from a goal. And she hasn't posted anything or done anything with the business at all. And that's the thing about multi-level marketing.
Oh, I thought it wasn't multi-level marketing. I thought you had your own business. Way to go, throwing someone in your team under the bus, and you wonder why nobody wanted to work for you. And how much did you do for Scentsy? You just sit on your hole shouting at your subscribers to buy stuff. Whereas that person probably has nowhere near the subscribers you have, if they have any, and have to actually go out and do something to sell things. And yet you're still fucking complaining.
Companies, when you get to be director status, you get paid on your team, and so if your team isn't pulling their weight, you don't make as much. That's why I need a full-time job, because I can't be totally dependent on a job that is 100% commission, and on a job that relies on other people that don't have the same work ethic as you, that
Work ethic.
like all she needed was $200.
What fucking work ethic? What? Where? When have you ever been in a job for longer than 5 fucking minutes? All she needed was $200. That might be her monthly fucking food bill. Clueless, I bought fucking tequila and I can't afford to live.
To put in, and she was only $30 away from it. She has a huge platform that she could be posting about her Scentsy business, but has other things, and then never ever, it ghosts me all the time. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. And then I offered at my physical therapy office to work there for free for a month to test me out. They have a job opening, and I haven't heard back from. I went in on a Friday night, handed him my resume, and told him my situation. I'm a client of theirs. I've brought them people, to the point that he was like, "You can come here for free and use all of our equipment." He likes me. He knows me. My resume, I can do the job. I said, "Let me."
Oh, but you can't though, can you? Was this before you got the job at the physical therapy place and you got thrown out after a week and then wrote a fucking grumpy email saying that you weren't driving back there to get your wet wipes and your coffee? Whatever. You can't do the jobs. You think you can. In your head you can. But when you actually get there and you're told, you got a job. Was this before this or after? She got a job somewhere where it was casual clothes. They didn't mind what you wore. All she had to do was answer the phone at this desk or whatever. And she got the sack from there for wearing inappropriate clothing and wandering away from her desk too much, just making coffee. I rearranged everything for them. Maybe they didn't want it rearranged. She's got no clue. Just get yourself a job as a greeter at Walmart or on a till somewhere or doing something basic. But you think you should be earning fucking £50,000 a week and having everyone kiss your hole. I've got another video on here. It's a quick one. I might put it at the end, where she's complaining about she went for a job at a dentist and it's only $14 an hour. If you're that desperate for a job, you'll take it and keep looking for something better while you're there. I can't with this woman. Whinging and whining, and it's all her own fault.
You just do it for a month for free. You'll train me for free. I'll put in my time for free. If it doesn't work out, I'll just that'll be it. Haven't heard from him for 2 weeks because everybody's living their life. Like, I can't blame them, but it's like, this is a life and death. I'm in a life and death situation here.
But you're still buying makeup and nails and tequila and shit to make shit jewellery that nobody wants.
then a job that I applied for, I found out they haven't filled it. So I called and spoke to the head of human resources and said, you know, could we try it as a 1099 employee? Something. She's like, we don't do that. And they interviewed me. So she said, we're looking for a very specific fit, not having to do with my looks. Okay, I am plain. Those aren't the reasons I'm not getting the job. The reasons I'm not getting the job are because
nobody wants to employ you. You're arrogant. You're covered in tattoos. You don't know how to dress properly for an interview. You think you know everything. You talk too much. They don't want you.
there's a lot of other people also that are just as good as me.
Just as good.
I interview incredibly well.
You think so, don't you?
I'm a professional interviewer, a professional resume writer. That's why I get so...
A professional resume writer that needed to get one of your subscribers' husbands to rewrite your resume because it was a shit show. You think you're a professional fucking interviewer. I couldn't spend more than 3 minutes with you. I'd have to be outright and say, I'm sorry, Laurie, this isn't going to work. Thank you for coming in. I'll pay for your cab home.
So many interviews. People don't just interview, take their time to interview and sit there for an hour if you don't have the qualifications to begin with. So...
But you lie about your qualifications. You say you can do this, that and the other, and then when you get there, you can't do it.
She said that the director of the executive director, she'll reach out to her again, but she's on vacation till next week. Then I called the job that I'm waiting to hear, and they alluded to the fact... Right, Sherry C. They alluded to the fact that for me not to worry, but she said, you know, I know there was a candidate last week they really liked. Like, I don't know if that was me. She doesn't know if that was me. I mean, I did say my name, but there could have been another Lori. I didn't get the job at Sephora. I was up there. She even told me she was going to call me. She's like, you were one of our strongest, but we found someone else.
Laurie, they say that to fucking everybody. They're not going to say, your interview was shite, nobody liked you, we're not employing you. Of course they're going to say, oh, you were just picked to the post. Because that's the easiest way to let you down.
That has more experience, so they have maybe more retail experience recently and more flexibility. Even though I said, well, what if my flexibility, because I said I'd like to start out maybe at a 4-hour shift rather than 8 hours.
Right, see? I, me. If you're that desperate for a job, you'd have said, give me a mop, I'll fucking mop the bathroom. Oh, I don't want to do 8 hours. But I interview so well.
And there was one opening for cashier. It's just one opening, and they were interviewing for 2 weeks. I met with 4 people. This is just as a cashier at Sephora, okay?
And don't you think that when whoever you're interviewing for next checks your social media and sees this video, that they're going to rush to employ you?
I get tons and tons of responses from headhunters, from temp agencies. Not one of them has sent me out on anything. All the jobs on there that you see are fake. They're like, they have more applicants than they do jobs. Hi, Miss Caddy. They have more applicants than they do have jobs. Okay, so they want to have lots of applicants because that really looks good when they go and they prospect for jobs, right? But and they have to be able to, as a headhunter, as a temp agency, offer the employer something more than what the employer's human resources can do. Because nowadays, employers don't have to pay to put jobs up on Craigslist, Indeed, on Monster. It's free. So, the employment agencies, I see, like, I'm getting all these texts from this one agency saying, your background is a perfect fit for this job that I have. And it's all automated. Like,
So,
millions of texts this morning.
so just apply. What fucking harm will it do? You never know, you might get one of them.
ZipRecruiter. Hi, Lori. Phil at ZipRecruiter here. Phil is an automated thing. He's not even a real person. Just viewed your executive administration application. This company viewed it. This company just viewed your front desk reception application.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't have her on reception for me if she was the last applicant in the world.
Hi, Lori. Did you get the job posting from Office Team? If not, you can see it here. So then I press it. I wrote, can you please call me? Because I thought it was somebody, but it's not. It's. Hi, Lori. I hope you liked the first job that I sent. Here's 2 more jobs that just came in. Spa, front desk receptionist.
So apply.
Front desk dental office.
Is that the one you went for that I was just talking about? Shall we slot that in here? Shall we do that? Oh, look how far I was on in that one. I'll never find where we were now. Help. Come on, don't die on me now. Don't die, Wonder Wheel. This user's favourites are not public. No, because I don't have any. Oh, for the love of Pete. Here we go. Oof.
Biggest waste of time for this dental office. I wrote in my cover letter what my salary requirements are. When I got there, they made me fill out an application. She hadn't opened my resume, and the pay starts at $14 an hour, and you need dental experience. Why would you ask me to come in for an interview? And she said it was full-time, but it's Monday through Thursday. That's not full-time. And she had one of those limpy, weak handshakes, some little teeny toothpick of a girl at the front desk that you couldn't even understand. The voice was so meek. I'm so fucking pissed off right now.
And you wonder why you didn't get the job. It's never her though, it's always them. Yes. Right, where were we on this one? Who knows? I'll try and jump in a minute and see. I think it was around 8 minutes or something, wasn't it? We shall see. Sometime today.
They want to have lots of applicants because that Lori, Phil at ZipRecruiter here. Phil is an automated thing. He's not even a real person. Just viewed your executive administration application. This company viewed it. This company just viewed your front desk reception application.
Maybe instead of sitting on YouTube whinging about stuff, answer all the things that they sent you, and who knows, a job might come of it.
Hi, Lori, did you get the job posting from Office Team? If not, you can see it here. So then I press it. I wrote, can you please call me? Because I thought it was somebody, but it's not. It's. Hi, Lori. I hope you liked the first job that I sent. Here's 2 more jobs that just came in. Spa, front desk receptionist. Front desk dental office.
Well, you obviously applied, so what are you whinging about? They're giving you jobs to apply for. Easier than you having to go and for them.
My cable is going to be turned off, and I don't have money for rent next month. And these interview processes take a really long time. I'm multitasking right now. They just take a really long time, interview after interview, and putting yourself out there, and then driving, and then the thank you letter.
Oh, so hard.
They're not under the gun because they have people that are doing the work.
Maybe you should have started looking earlier before you were under the gun. Whoop. I love that whoop noise. My phone doesn't do that.
Right, time is of the essence, and nobody, not that they should be. Nobody knows my situation. I'm sick over it. Like I don't even sleep at night.
Because, last minute Laurie, you've done it again and left everything to the last second. You knew you needed a job. You should have been out, pounding the streets, looking for a job properly. But no. That'd be what a grown-up would do. A 56-year-old toddler.
What started? I don't care. Okay. What started out this morning was I got my pay from Sensi, and it was incredibly low, even though I had my own very high numbers. So I was hoping it would be a certain amount so that I could use that towards the deficit of rent that for next month.
Depending on
And I've
others.
sold. I mean, I have some wigs to sell, but I don't even have the energy to do any of that.
See?
I have to go to the post office.
If you were desperate for money, you'd do what needed to be done. Instead of sitting there whining, expecting someone else to do it. Because Mummy always did it, didn't she? Mummy always fucking picked up the pieces. Mummy always gave you the money. And now she's not kissing your hole anymore. You can't cope. It's pathetic.
And mail out. Stuff that I've sold. Stop! I have to get the addresses of the people that sent me money. I don't know how to do it from my phone. I'm not putting this up on YouTube. I'm deleting it. So if you're here, you're here. You're not, you're not. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know why I'm on here. You guys can just watch somebody just crash and burn.
We know why you're on there. So that some poor woman watching you will feel that bad for you that they'll send you a load of money through PayPal. That's why you're there. We know. And whoever does send you money probably needed it more themselves. And people that were sending you money organised their lives and lived like a grown-up. I'll pay it forward, guys. Yeah, when?
And actually, I got off the last one. I did a quick, and then I started getting all these judgments. I didn't return the outfit that I bought. I bought an outfit very inexpensive so that I could wear it for interviews. But if I did wear it for an interview and then returned it, fuck you if you think that that's wrong.
It's a shit fucking outfit for an interview.
Don't give
anyway.
me advice where to work. There's a reason that I cannot work at little rinky-dink places, okay? Please don't give me advice.
What's the reason that you can't work at
And
little...
they don't just hire.
You don't want to work at a little rinky-dink place? I thought you were desperate. I thought your cable was being cut off and that you didn't have the money for your rent. Really? You've no clue? None?
I don't know what to do. I mean, how do you give up on yourself? Kill yourself? Is that how you give up on yourself?
Every narc does that. What do you want me to do? Kill myself? Narc School 101.
Yes, you can what? Someone's gonna have like a conversation with me. Someone I don't even know. I don't even know this person.
You've gone live on YouTube. You're not sat with friends in your front room. Fuck's sake.
Username. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. What advice do you have for me? I know it pays. There are reasons that I am not revealing to you as to why I can't get rinky dink. Yes, I've tried Indeed. Oh, brilliant idea.
God, you're such a miserable fuck.
Indeed. Next. Well, Sarah, I'm not talking to you. I was talking to the person that I didn't know. But Pink Rose, I don't know you. I don't know your name. We've never texted. You think you know me because you've watched me, but I don't recognize that name at all. And I wasn't referring to you or Sarah.
Yeah, you were.
Maybe I'll lose customers. I'm not referring to any of the people that are on here right now. I'm referring to what was on before. I don't know. Maybe follow the people that are writing the things that aren't upsetting me and do what they do.
Kiss my ass. Oh, Lauren.
Yes, I'm angry. That's why I'm coming on here. I'm angry. I'm mad. I'm really mad and angry. And worried. This is what it looks like to know that you might be homeless next month. This is what it looks like. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm not being my positive old self. I'm not even going to put this up on YouTube. Just click off. Now's not the time. I'm too stressed out. Okay, well then you know that you sometimes take things out on people. Like, I'm not in the mood for people. Not you. I'm not talking to you.
Such an actress. Where are the tears.
I don't want fuck my life right now. I've looked at everything. I'm even trying to pick some girls' kids up from school and drive them.
Isn't that rinky dink?
Thank you, Daddy. I've tried Next, Monster, Indeed, Career Builder, Glassdoor, Craigslist. I've walked into places with my resume. Oh, it's shit like that. I'm here because my mother moved here and then she left me with all this shit to deal with. Yep.
You chose to move there. You bludgeoned your mother until she said yes. Your mum didn't like it and she fled in the middle of the night. I wonder why that was. And you don't know how to look after your 56-year-old hole. You want everyone else to do it for you. Grow the fuck up.
Yes, they can make me leave. It's not like that. That's what my mother thinks. I wouldn't live here. I would have lived in Long Beach. No, I had to move here.
You did not.
Yeah. I'm here because of my mother. And then she left. Do you understand? She left her house as though she died and left me to have to deal with everything.
Oh, diddums. I don't get it. Why she can't cope with sorting out a flat. Jeez.
It snowballed. I've been able to manage for a year. After she did that, like, she put me in such a horrible situation.
Wow.
And then, I was thinking about it, like, when she came here to help me with my knee, which I had to beg her to come. I hadn't seen her in a year.
You're 56. Who needs their mum at 56 to fucking touch their leg and fucking sort their pillows out? Grow the fuck up.
No, that is red tape. No possible way. I even tried with Salvation Army to get them to help me to pay for my electric bill because my electricity was turned off 3 weeks ago. And in order for them to help, you have to have a job offer so that you're not in the situation next month. Well, if I have a job offer, then I'm okay. It's like red tape. And then there are other agencies that I'd have to drive an hour to get to.
So do it.
And I begged my mother to come for my knee, and she did. But when she was here, when I think about it, she stayed at hotels that were way beyond her means. Because she wanted a vacation. She didn't want to help me. She came under the pretense of helping. But she stayed at hotels that were like $4,000. It cost like over.
Aww. You've just got the hump that you didn't get to stay there. She couldn't stay with you, could she? So what's she supposed to do? And what help did you need? For fuck's sake, you're a grown-up. You have a son. Sort everything out before the fucking operation so you've got food in the house. Have the fucking Zimmer frame thing that you used last time. I don't know what her problem is. I really fucking don't. I don't get it.
For $400 a night. And then would come daily to help me. She did grocery shopping though. She helped.
Oh, she didn't help, but she
seriously, How can a mother spend that kind of money, which is also my money?
Yeah, whatever.
Because I have an inheritance that she has.
I have an inheritance. I don't have an inheritance. My father left me money. My father didn't leave me money. My mother's got my money. My mother's got Burke's college money and she won't give it to him. My mother. Whatever.
She came here and could spend time with me, looking at me with 2 knee replacements in the living room, and then go back to an exorbitantly priced hotel.
What have you ever done for her? Apart from change her license plate and fall down on a cruise.
And not feel guilt that I'm in this position because of her. I'm in this 1 bedroom because of her.
It's always someone else's fault.
And thank God for a subscriber that moved me from the 2 bedroom to here for free. She rented the truck and moved me. Spent a whole day.
Yeah, because you're too fucking stupid to figure it out. You and Burke with 2 cars in the same fucking... what do they call it? Apartment complex. You could have moved your fucking self, but you were too fat and fucking idle. And you did what you always do, sat and cried and hoped somebody else would do it. And there they go, they did it for you. And that's what you're doing now, looking for someone to pay your rent. But I'm the bad one, whatever.
Doing that for me. Because it costs money to move. And I first had to get everything out of my mother's apartment. All of her clothes, all of her... everything. Her plates, her furniture. She just up and left.
Her plates. Really, I bet they're taking up a load of room. 1 trip with all her clothes to Goodwill. There you go, done. What is your problem? Was it so Jed says, what's your major malfunction? What is your problem, Lardy? 56-year-old fucking toddler.
Okay, and I haven't spoken to her in weeks because she's so crazy.
Yeah.
You saw some of it. I've showed several people that are friends of mine through here what she has written me. And
I don't believe any of it.
I had to block her. And I'll never get my inheritance money from her. I think she has spent it all.
Maybe on all the cruises you went on.
I go out, it looks like I gave away things because I knew it would be too traumatic for me to be cluttered when we moved over here. So like precious things that my grandmother's, I just gave it away so that I didn't have to move it. And then she didn't even show up for Burke's graduation. She bought a first class ticket. That she didn't use. She shouldn't be buying a first class ticket.
Oh, should she not?
My mother has never suffered. She's never ever suffered.
When have you?
I've suffered.
When?
She's like, I want to move to California. I'm like, I thought you never wanted to move. No, I'm doing it. I'm going with or without you, Lori. I'm going with or without you.
Really? Is that what she said? When I've got proof on here that says, we're moving to California. I didn't think my mother would be on board, but she is. Yeah, because you wore her down.
And I did everything to get us here. I did all of it. All
And she paid for all of it.
of it. It took me day and night, and a 3-hour time difference. Renting her a house, renting me a house, organizing to have our cars shipped here, organizing to have the animals shipped here, signing Burke up for a school. And of course, we had to be a certain amount of miles from the ocean for my mother. Now she's 3,000 miles from the Pacific Ocean. I don't give a shit. I would have lived inland where it was less expensive that I could afford. She's now, if I even talk to her, she goes back to like when Burke was 2, that she shouldn't have sold her house. Like, and then the things that she writes me, things that she writes me is horrible. Because she's crazy.
And you're sane.
Okay, order my Chinese order. It's arrived, so I'm finished with you. Bye. I'm finished with you. Bye. Then she writes, actually, I like Chinese people. I always felt that I was Chinese in another life, but there's always the good and the bad. Like, I was writing her and she goes, do you have to keep me on the phone for a certain amount of time texting? Do you get points for that? I am keeping a running text with you in order to report it, and I have proof, because she wouldn't believe that it was me.
Have you ever stopped to consider, Laurie, that your mother's 80 or more, and that most parents are empty nesters in their 50s? Their kids fly the nest, and then they get their house back, and they can live the rest of their life. But you've been sucking on her tit from day one till now, and you wonder why she's fucking tired, sick and tired of you.
I said, it's me, you know. I've said this before. She goes, do you really think that I'll believe it when I see it? Believing is seeing. No, believing is not necessarily seeing. You can try anything on me. It will never work. Less and less and less. I'm getting tired of this, aren't you? By the way, you never saw my license, and I never transferred anything to you and never will. So just drop it. It will never work. What, did they give you something from a gift certificate? She writes, how did I guess you're one? How did you guess I'm one of you? LOL, you gotta be kidding. You're stupid as well as a joke. You people are supposed to be smart, not stupid. I'm just having fun with you right now because you are a joke. Took me a few texts to realize who I was talking to. I had said, please, this was just to get her to call AT&T to transfer the account over to my name because Burke's phone was broken.
Yeah, but everything was hunky-dory while she was paying for everybody, wasn't it? You didn't contact her to say thanks for paying for everything on AT&T. If it was all in her name, didn't she get the bills for Burke's phone? And maybe she thought, how about you grow up and go out and buy him one, instead of running to me yet again.
And they would not. The insurance company that I paid every single month for Burke's phone insurance would not because the phone bill, because I had my mother on a family plan with me, was in her name. And all I wanted her to do was call them and say, yes, you can transfer it into my name, so that she had no responsibility.
Oh, we've paused. Right, let's call that this bit here, and then I'll come back with part 2. Where are we? If you got this far with me, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.